Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast.
Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Shubhansha Agrawal. Shubhansha Agrawal is a leader with 12 years of product, engineering, and leadership experience across consumer and enterprise, worldwide, including US, Canada, the UK, and India. She has driven strategic directions leading global teams at companies like Yelp, Salesforce, Wall Street Journal, MyFitnessPal, and Atos. Shubhansha holds several patents and has a master's in software engineering from Carnegie Mellon University. Currently, she is the head of product for contributions and community at Yelp, responsible for the flagship feature, user-generated content, reviews, photos, and videos that helps local businesses. Her product philosophy is powered by combining user psychology with machine learning to deliver best user experiences, and her work has been featured in TechCrunch, The Verge, and Fast Company. She has been a public speaker at 10-plus international product conferences and a D&I advocate and serves on the board of DevNetwork and HBR. Well, good afternoon, Shubhansha. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Brian, for having me today.
You're very, very welcome, and I appreciate you making the time. There's nothing more that gives me more joy than serving others, serving people, and getting to meet somebody new every single day, and someone gets to tell me their story, and with your permission, I get to share this story with the world. So that's just, I guess, excitement every single day. So thank you again. Shubhansha, we're going to jump right into the questions here, talk about your career a little bit in technology, product management. You're a board member, speaker, and now the head of product for contributions and community at Yelp. Could you share with our audience the secret to your career growth and what inspires you?
Absolutely, Brian. Excited to be here today and share my story. So I think I would say sum it down to two things. One, definitely knowing what really drives you. I guess in my case, it has always been solving like really real world complex problems and in a simple manner. And going a little bit background is like I actually started my career in engineering. And even though I found the role very interesting, I was always drawn towards the why of the work that I was doing. And I guess that curiosity of like, how can I take that why and do it every day is something that actually led to my career growth into product management. It helped me transition and grow as a product leader as well. Because I think once you realize what really drives you, you kind of start approaching it with curiosity and then the opportunities and parts start to line up. So that's definitely one. The second one, I would say, with the power of being educated, I guess, as engineering, and I got exposed to so many technological advances. One of the things that really drove me was making a positive impact on the society, on our local communities. And that actually got into me working with like different companies and now eventually at Yelp, where I'm working alongside some great people. So having a great positive impact from your work and working with great people is something I would say drives a great career growth as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We all have our unique stories to share. And it does seem like people do latch on to the things in their life from a young age, from curiosity, like you mentioned, and just being around people and being around supportive people. But love the technology. That's what we do here at Coruzant. We get into the emerging tech, and that's why you're on the podcast today. So thank you. Shubhansha, we're going to switch gears, talk a little bit about your circle and your community, right? You like to get out there and give back, and you speak a lot. So in your circle and community, through volunteering your time to share your experience, through mentoring and speaking in other engagements, what have you learned or experienced through this process?
I actually got into mentoring and speaking space due to kind of my own experience of like changing careers, industries, and how navigating those can be overwhelming for anyone. And I actually think I was fortunate to reach out to some great mentors who helped me with that transition. But it was that time I kind of realized that, how I'm benefiting from this. It would be great if I can help somebody else. And over the years, I've met so many amazing people from like different backgrounds and experiences who are looking for either a career in technology or grow their careers in technology. And just having to share not only just my career path and career journey, but some great strategies of product management, some product-led growth, how to build great teams, how to think about more customers. I think all of that, just tech and non-tech world, I think the more you do for mentoring and the more you speak, you learn yourself a lot. And I think sometimes we don't value it. So my experience has been really, the more and more I get myself out there, connect with people and mentor them, the more I'm actually not only mentoring them, but also honing kind of my own skills. So that has been really most rewarding of all.
That's awesome. You get to hone some skills, you get to do what you really are passionate about and help others. That's awesome. So thank you for sharing that. One of my favorite questions during the podcast here, Shubhansha, is the emerging tech side, right? We're an emerging tech publication. We focus on a lot of those cutting edge technologies. So we like to ask every guest, no matter what their background, are you leveraging any new or emerging technologies to help your local business?
I love this question, Brian, because it's such a hot topic right now. Like every time I open my LinkedIn or anywhere and I see so much going on with generative AI, and like a couple of months ago, it was all about Web3. So yeah, there's a lot of really exciting emerging tech coming in and companies getting into it. To a question about how I'm leveraging some of these, are actually giving a little context of when I said contributions and community at Yelp. The interesting piece is we are encouraging people to share their experiences. When you share your experiences in a form of text, like written reviews or photos, it is work, and not everybody is motivated to do it. So one of the ways we are leveraging AI in review writing is actually if they start writing a review, we can give them some prompts, we can give them some guidance. And if they start actually, as they continue writing their reviews, they would get like check marks of like what they've written. So it's not only helping with like writer's block you face when you see like a blank canvas or a blank page, but you also get a little bit like dopamine hits as you're writing more and adding value. So why this excites me a little bit is because it's the use of AI in a form of helping the community, helping the businesses, because now the more and more people can write reviews, the more we can actually get the word out and get these local businesses known.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you're right. There's just a ton of, some days we're almost overwhelmed, right? You're on your social, your Insta, your LinkedIn, and you see some of the news, some of the latest on the generative AI, like GPT-4 is out now, and they're talking about the next generation, which is just around the corner. But you can almost be overwhelmed by it. But I think you got to dive in and focus on what's going to be helpful for you to utilize today, while keeping your eye on the ball in the future as new iterations come out. So thank you again for sharing.
Couldn't agree with you more.
So last question, Shubhansha, can you share something from your career experience that might be helpful for those looking to grow their career in either tech or leadership?
Absolutely. So there is an obvious piece, I think, of like growing in any career, in any role, is having the right skill set for the role that you want. But the more years I spend, and I think now it's been like 12 years, the more years I spend, the more I realize it's not only just the skill set, but it's also the mindset shifts that really set you apart when you're thinking about working in a high-stake, highly collaborative environment, which are some of these technological spaces as well. So a couple of these mindset shifts that have really helped me is having clear priorities, questioning them, always reevaluating whether you're working on the right things, are you working on the right products, are you adding value by the work you're doing? I think really helps kind of level yourself. And then building a growth mindset, I think not only for yourself, because I know it's such a common word, people say building a growth mindset, but I think what sets apart is having that for cumulative growth for people around you. And I think finally, never ignoring the value of like a strong network and sponsors, because they're the ones who can really help you grow and like even advocate for you in rooms where you are not present in those rooms. So those are a couple of learnings I've had and I would like to share with other people.
That's awesome. Yes, thank you. And I love the fact that building that strong network of people, because again, through relationships and having a circle of awesome people, you're going to have some of your best support groups, some of your best mentors, some of your best fans, biggest fans in that group. And I would say you got to get out there a little bit and make new acquaintances, new friends. So Shubhansha, I appreciate that share. And I want to let you know it was a pleasure having you on today. And I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Thank you for having me today, Brian.
Bye for now.